Hello and welcome back. This is Samir and Scott. And you are watching the Bible Tales. We are really glad to have you here, so those of you who are here on this channel for the first time, we welcome you, and please make sure that you subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon, so that you won't miss any new videos. And a humble request from us to you is, please watch this video till the end, so that you may able to follow what we say and understand the story. So let's begin today's episode. In this episode we are going to see about the parable of the persistent widow. What? The persistent widow? I think this is going to be an interesting topic, isn't it? Yeah, definitely, this is going to be an interesting topic. So what are we waiting for? Let's get into the parable. Okay, fine, then let's get into the story time. Story time with Jessica.
Hello young people, how are you? I am fine. And I hope the same from you all. So today, we are going to see about an interesting parable, the parable of the persistent widow. And this was the parable said by Jesus to his disciples. If we read Luke 18:1, it says and he told them a parable to the effect that they ought always to pray and not lose heart. And now we are going to see about this parable, so let's begin. Oops, I have forgotten about an important thing. To start today's episode, we have to ask the computer to play the video on the screen. So let us ask the computer together to play the video. Computer, please play the video. Alright, let's begin. In a certain city there was a judge who neither feared God nor respected man. And there was a widow in that city who kept coming to him and saying, "Give me justice against my adversary." For a while he refused. But afterward he said to himself, "Though I neither fear God nor respect man, yet because this widow keeps bothering me, I will give her justice, so that she will not beat me down by her continual coming." And here's where the parable ends. Okay, so now, do you understand the story? Now let's get into brief explanation by Scott.
Brief explanation by Scott. Hello, welcome back. How was your time with Jessica? I hope you had a nice time. Okay, do you all know what we will do now in this session? Wait, let's ask Samir about that. Okay, Samir, tell us what we are going to do in this session. Okay, in this session we will learn more details about the parable, and Scott will explain the parable for our better understanding. Yes, correct. So as Samir said, we are going to see more details about the parable. So let's begin. In Luke 18, Jesus tells a parable to his disciples, for the effect that they ought to pray and not to lose heart. As we see, there was an unrighteous judge in a certain city, and in the city, there was a widow who kept going to the judge and asking him to give her justice against her adversary. For a while the judge refused, and afterwards he said to himself that, "Though I neither fear God nor respect man, yet because this widow keeps bothering me, I will give her justice, so that she will not beat me down by her continual coming." And here's where the parable ends. And if we see verses 6 to 8, it is written like this. And the Lord said, "Hear what the unrighteous judge says. And will not God give justice to his elect, who cry to him day and night? Will he delay long over them? I tell you, he will give justice to them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man comes, will he find faith on earth?" And what was the thing that made the widow to receive her justice? If we look at this unrighteous judge, though he not feared God and man, the continual coming of the widow made him to give her justice. And by this parable God shows us to not lose hope in him and in prayer, and this also a will of God, he will not delay long to answer our prayers. Now, what we learn from this widow is, that we should not lose our hope, and we should be persistent in our prayers. So let's take a decision today, that we'll pray persistently to God. And let's ask God to give us the strength to pray continuously until we receive the answer. And that's all for today. We will meet you in the next episode. Until then, this is Scott and Samir signing off. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.